you're going to spend on this game, spend responsibly. Use the Apptoid App Store. It's got all the best in-game purchases. They fight for market share with Apple and Google. That's why they offer these discounts. Use promo code MUSH5, and information of how to download this is in the description to the video as well as in the Discord. Hey everyone, welcome back to Legend of Mushroom with Genghis. So, gonna go over my long-awaited profit guide. You could use this basically for Dark Lord as well. They are very similar. Just make a few minor adjustments as you go. But let's focus on profit. So looking at the different skills, talents, passive stuff that the prophet has, it's all about skill regeneration and doing damage while stunned. So you want to alleviate that, right? You want to enhance it. And here you are with Class Awakening. This is what I've done. Focus on attack with some defense and HP, and of course skill damage and some crit resistance. Now, crit damage, not going to use at all, basically. So let's look through all of this. So first thing, we'll look at our pink souls, and the ones that I have high are global HP, skill damage, global attack, global defense, crit resistance. Now you notice I do not have skill crit up. Back in the old 1 second shot mage kill guide, skill crit was important. Now this is more about a long sustained skill damage plan. If you get skill crit, great, but it's not necessary. So the other ones I don't have is combo boss and counter pel. So that's my setup. Now let's continue to look through here. Let's look at my relics and skill crit mask. The kite. Here, I have the cardboard box, but you can do the snowflake, depending if you're using the sprite or not, or if you get really, really strong and finish the final talent tree, you could use this one because you're going to go back and use the fox again. Right here, this is key. Easy breezy, take it slow. Durian bomb, okay? You want the cage statue. We'll get into why. And here, spirit necklace, but you could go with storm or abyss, depending which skills you're going to use. I'm going to go over which ones are optional and which ones aren't. So here's my full look, and I'll go into it all in a minute. So you can look at that, see what I have. If you just want to pause it and take a picture. Let's continue to look down here. Let's look at the back. Focus on attack. Always focus on attack first and then level the other ones up. After level 61, it takes a long time. Like I've been stuck here for a month now trying to upgrade them, so don't worry too much. Looking at the morph, the one you're really going to want, it's still out there. You can buy it today. You need this. You need this because while your shield is up from here, it increases energy regen by 50% for the shield's duration. So if your shield goes down, we're going to get into that. You might want to use some stuff that boosts the shield. You don't have to, but you can. And the other thing in here is our talent. So everything is attack wing. So fury attack wing, archery attack wing, and sorcery. Sorcery start over here on the attack wing, and don't finish them all. Look at this. I have them all like 10 out of 20, 5 out of 10, just at the basic level so that I can go here. You need this. Each skill cast increases attack by 2% up to 30%. So that is a massive, massive increase. You want to get it. And after that, then you can start here again. And even though these are only 10 out of 20, 15 out of 20, you're going to get over here and you're going to get to do low level ones that only cost, as you can see, this only costs 14 to go up 600%. And if we go to this one, it's going to cost me 56 to go up 600%. So it's just good math to open up the other side and then get 10 out of 20 on everything and open this up. And then go here and open this one up, stun. I know some people think this one's the most important one to do, but it's actually the least important one to do of the 3 final finishings because stun is basically a lucky thing. It's not guaranteed, so you don't want to go with that in a long sustained battle. And it doesn't work very well against warriors. Now, let's continue to look down here. Dense Cloud Pumpkin. This used to be the pet. Now it's Dense Cloud. Why? Because it increases energy regeneration by 25% for 5 seconds. This build is all about long, slow battles, slowly killing your opponent and taking them out. Let's look at the artifact. This is what you want. I don't have it. I can't get it. I don't know if I'll ever get another shot at it. Maybe something new will come along that will be better. This is the second best. Eye of Raven, it gives you an extra skill cast. So I'm using that one. Hopefully my Wi-Fi comes back. There it is. And Eye of Raven, it's no slouch. It's a very good one to have. Enchantments. What you really need to be using here is stun, skill crit, and ignore evasion. Come on, internet. Don't lose me now. I'll have to walk a little bit, see if I get into a better position here. So, stun. This is the number one thing that you want. You also want 4-piece set global skill damage for 10%. The next one, you could go with crit resistance or global attack. Either one's good, but focus more on the interior skills. So you want stun, and you want, let's see if I could find the other ones that are here. So I know I have at least one good one right there, skill crit in the red. So you want that. And then I don't have many ignore evasions. They're all really hard to come by, all three of these. So see if I could find one just to show you, even though you all should know what skill evasion is. But where do we got one here? Ignore airborne, almost the same thing. Evasion, they're very, very hard to come by. There it is, ignore evasion. Now you want all three of those on your runestone. If you get a red one that has all three, take it over the pink. It's the way to go. I've had very bad luck with my rune stones, but continue working on them all the time and crossing my fingers. Mount. So if you're going to be a Dark Lord, you might want to consider this one. It's going to be a little bit more skill crit oriented, but the one that you're going to want for the Prophet build is you're going to want to use the Duck mount. Duck is very, very good over a long sustained battle. So that's the chosen mount for now until something comes out better that will help with skill regeneration. And hey, maybe it's coming. So statue. You should have 5 global attack. I have 2 skill damage just because that's what I rolled. And you know what? I'm not going to take an S attack versus triple S skill damage, but I will be trying to turn those over in the future and getting all global attack. Now, that really is about all that there is to look through here. Let's look at the skills and pals. This is basically exactly what you want as skills, and you could change them up a little bit. Like you could take out disarm, which is a stun, and you could put in clone. Clone acts as its own shield anyways, because it takes away the focus of the enemy. But the problem with clone is it's a 29-second respawn versus 16, and we're not all about that. You could also look at more damage, especially if you are a Dark Lord, and add Crimson Moon with 8-second generation, and then you're cutting that in half and 25%. You're looking at like 4 to 5 second recasts of that every time, and it gets stronger every time it's cast. So that is something you can look at. Now, pals, I'm going to remove these 2 for a second because these are kind of optional. But these 3 you need. You need that turtle shield, you need the crit resistance from the deer, and you need the dragon. Now, after that, the ones that you're going to look at, I like having this one on almost all the time. Another one you could look at is this. You could look at the Snow Sprite. Not only does it slow down your opponent, but it also allows you to use that snowflake in the relic for the extra skill cast. You can look at the Bunny, which is one that I've been using lately. Bunny has 2 advantages. So one, it gives you a little bit of crit rate, which could help a little bit if you land crit, and you just get a little extra damage as the battle goes on. But more importantly, it launches your opponent for half a second, which stops the momentum that the warrior and archer get when they are trying to melt you down. Another one you can go with, some people really, really like the panda. I don't. It doesn't work well for me. I use it in PvE, not in PvP. This one is what I was talking about earlier. It increases the effects of the shields, and that might help lengthen the amount of time that your new wingback
is helping you regenerate because it only regenerates when the shield is up. And then obviously you can look at the Fox, but I would really only do that if you have really high stun rate. Other than that, that's basically what you should be doing. Obviously the Fiery Tail is an option. I would only suggest using the Fiery Tail if you're really struggling to knock down someone's clone. If their clone, like I used to have a problem with this, and the clone would sit at about 10% finished, and then I just couldn't start attacking the main player. So I had to add the Fiery Tail to knock out the clone quicker so I could start doing damage on the main player. That's pretty much it. There's obviously the Hero Bird you can also use. I would only use it against warriors if you want to get the jump off them at the start, if you're finding that you're having good luck on the initial skills and taking a lot off of them. Now let's go to a battle. We'll have to go into rank because it's a new day for the battles. So everyone is very low. So this guy is the only guy I can battle on server that gives me a fair competition. Everyone else I beat in 5 seconds, or our one whale will crush me in 5 seconds. So let's see how I do here against this guy. I'm just going to make sure that I have my PvP setup on, and he may or may not have his on. I don't know, but I'll show you going against him with my PvE set too. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's go my PvE set against this guy first and see how it does, and then compare it. Because I've looked at this and it has been working. Sometimes I accidentally hit challenge. So this is my PvE setup. And let's see how we do. So we took out the clone really fast. And he might have his PvE set up on also. So once our skills start to go, we're really missing the extra disarm and whatnot. But we almost got him there with that. I'm sure if we went a couple more times, we'd probably win both of them. Now, because that's actually the first time I've seen me lose against him with my PvE setup. And now we're going to go here. This is with the PvP setup, and the clone dies a little faster. And now he's really going to have like no chance at all. Because every time a new skill casts, I basically just keep him nerfed the entire battle. Now Blitz goes, he can't hurt me, and Smoke Bomb's going to go, and he's done. So there you go. That is the new build. He's actually using Dense Cloud as well, and to help with his skill regeneration. But that is the build. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. Let me know any questions you have about this. And special shout out to my advisor friend out there. I won't name him, but I go to him all the time for advice on this game. So appreciate it a lot. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.